Hi, Trevor here, reflecting on life to music. Thank you for stopping by. Well, coming again today, you're very, very welcome. How great to see you all here. I trust you enjoyed my last video on I Am They. And we looked at a love which is so pure and wonderful that it's actually not from this world, it's from beyond. But how amazing is it, absolutely. So trust you found that one encouraging. We're going from there to Sydney in 1977. This is Australian rock music royalty right here. They started in the pub rock circuit, doing a bit of new wave and that sort of thing, bit of punk rock as well in there. But they started to realise that it was when you started bringing your own songs in there that you're going to actually get a bit of a following, which is what Iva Davies, the mainstay of this band, has been doing ever since. The band started as the name Flowers. That's what they're originally called. But Iva Davies, Australian rock and roll music royalty, part-time cleaner, but a trained musician. That's normally what happens when you become a musician at a young age. Inspired by people such as Roxy Music, David Bowie and Lou Reed. And they were performing covers of those guys and doing them very, very well indeed. And they got an absolute incredible following because of that. But no, the original music was well and truly taking off, and out in 1980 came the album Icehouse. Now this got to number 4 in Australia, and what was becoming really, really evident and obvious was that Iva Davies loved keyboards, he loved synthesizers, he loved the possibility of them, he loved the potential of them, he loved the musical landscape of them. And so synthesizers feature quite heavily in his music, as well as a lot of meaty guitar. Iva Davies can play everything pretty much. He often performs live with his guitar, and he's got just one of these silky smooth, incredible voices. Off the album Icehouse, we've got Who Put the Writing on the Wall. We've got a live and official of that one. Walls, very much who put the writing on the wall, comes from the book of Daniel in the Bible, where writing was put on the wall. Or another way of putting it could be the writing's on the wall, we've got to call it. So there's a few interpretations of walls, but we've got a live version and an official clip on that one. The official clip's pretty amazing. One of the things about Iva Davies and Icehouse are their video clips. They're pretty amazing and thought-provoking. So there are going to be a few official clips as we go through today. Also off that album, if we're talking about compelling, confusing, confronting clips almost, we've got the song Icehouse. Now Icehouse was quite an international hit, became quite well known, and because of this song, Flowers, as they was known at this point, became quite well known, but they were starting to get branded under the name Icehouse. And because of that, in 1981, the name changed from Flowers to Icehouse, and they've been that ever since. And out in 1982 came the album Primitive Man. Now, I've got, first of all, the official clip of Street Cafe. This is one of my favourite Icehouse songs, this one. Actually, I love the way this one sounds. Iva Davies can play the oboe, and you'll notice in the middle we've got an oboe solo, which is really unusual for a rock song to actually have, but it really just works. Street Cafe, I don't know what's happened to it. It all comes back down to the Street Cafe, where conversations are often had about breakups and all the rest of it. So Street Cafe, almost a little bit of, I could think of Hungry Like a Wolf by Duran Duran. It's got that feel to it, that kind of clip. But, Iva Davies is a good-looking guy on camera, and so he's going to show off that, absolutely. It's just an incredible song by Icehouse. One of their Australian anthems, though, is great, Southern Land, again off this Primitive Man album. We've got a live version below, and this is there's a bit of talking about the song at the start. If you want to miss all the commentary, about 3 minutes in, they actually get into the live version of Great Southern Land. This is where I want to go today. We're talking about Australia. I love Australia. I love it. I love our beaches. I love our mountains. I love our outback. I love our Great Barrier Reef. I love the friendliness of the people in Adelaide in particular. We're like a big country town. Everybody knows everyone. I love that just literally 5 minutes from my house drive, I can actually see the sunset. 20 minutes, I can walk and see the sunset. I love how the nation just breathes. It has space for us to be. I pay respects to our heritage, the Indigenous people of this land. It's a bit unfortunate that the referendum we've recently had about a voice to Parliament did not get up, and it did not get up quite categorically in lots of ways. And so it left many of us scratching our heads around, well, what's the next step? Irrespective of what the decision, whether it's yes or no, I just wonder what it's telling us as a country. Why did we have two parties, a yes party and a no party, a yes campaign and a no campaign? We could have done it quite differently, but we didn't. I remember working at an election booth, and there was the yes scrutineers and the no scrutineers. We had such an opportunity to do things differently, and we didn't. Great Southern Land, Australia is just such a beautiful country, resource rich. We have a very easygoing way about us. The rest of the world looks at us with a little bit of jealousy because of our resources and the way we are. But Australia still has a long way to go. We do not care for our people as much as we could. We're not together as often as we could. We embrace multiculturalism, but I wonder how well we do that. We try our best, I suppose. But are we living up to this song, Great Southern Land? I wonder at times whether we are. And I think, if anything, this song, it's such the iconicness of this song just provides a bit of a challenge to us as a country to take stock of where we are, take stock of where we're going. We don't have to be like the rest of the world. We can be ourselves. Kindness, compassion, community. Those three things are becoming less and less in Australia, it would seem. And I think, we have this opportunity to show the world what it means to be community. And the song by Iva Davies and Icehouse provides us with an opportunity just to reflect on that just a little bit more. So I suppose, for me, as living in Australia and have done all my life, I'm a little bit sad about the way we're going, about the way things are, about the way we feel about each other, the way we adopt greed and selfishness a little bit as well, when kindness and collaboration was how this country was founded. So can we dare to be the Great Southern Land again and be an example to the rest of the world of what a Great Southern Land actually is? So I suppose for me, I got a little bit political today, but I think Iva Davies would be wondering himself, writing a song such as this one, even though he talks about the space, and the song's got a lot of space in it. He talks about the space and the capacity of Australia, but I'm wondering what he feels looking back at this song. So if you're not in Australia, I'm kind of painting it as a bit of a negative place. It's not. It's not negative. It's a beautiful land. It's surrounded by stunning beaches, and the people are pretty friendly here. But, just little things creep in from time to time that make you wonder at the same time. So I trust you find this, I suppose, a little bit thought-provoking today. If you are in Australia, what can we do in our small part of Australia to make a better place? Absolutely. In 1984, out came A Sidewalk. A couple of songs off that album. We've got Taking the Town. An official clip. No, Icehouse has got the slow reflective stuff and the iconic stuff. We've also got some pretty rocky stuff going on here. And so we got Taking the Town, official clip on that one. Then we got Don't Believe Anymore. This is an iconic breakup song. Oh my goodness, this song is absolutely meaty. One of my favourite Icehouse songs. First of all, the way it starts, very reflective and slow. Then the drums meet up to double time halfway through the song, around where the sax solo is. And we're really feeling the agony and anguish of the songwriter here. Don't Believe Anymore is Icehouse, is one of the most classic bests. And because of that, I've got an official and live version of that one. Then moved to 1986. Looks like we had an album every 2 years. It looks like we got Measure for Measure. And again, Icehouse was starting to get a bit of a groove of who they were as a band. Iva Davies was really getting into synthesizers big time. Nothing typifies this more than the song No Promises. This was a massive song for him, both in Australia and internationally. In fact, we have video clips for international release and for Australia release. No Promises does feature a drum machine. Drum machines are one of these things that are only just sort of coming in at this point, and he does it so well. His voice just oozes class, and just a perfect song for him to sing. So we've got No Promises, pop at its absolute best. Then we got Mr. Big, a bit of a dig at those who seem to have a lot of money. We've got the official clip on that one, and his dancing baby knows all the moves and just knows what to say and all the rest of that. And so, we've got 2 clips from Measure for Measure. Now, I am going to continue on with Icehouse next time because they are such a significant act. These guys are one of the most successful Australian artists of all time. Very, very successful internationally as well. And we're going to have one of the highest selling albums in Australia of all time coming up next video. I thought I'm going to give Iva Davies and the boys, Icehouse, a second video next time because he is so iconic. So the links to those 10 clips, 10, are in the description below. Obviously, with the live and official, you can choose which one you want to look at, or you can look at both, whatever you want to do. But we're going to have to give Icehouse a bit of a go. And it was included in my last video from I Am They, so if you want to recap on them, feel free. Well, if you've come back for another one, or this is your first time to Live Reflections of Music, thank you to everyone for coming here, or if you're a first timer, for coming here for the first time. That's it for today. Next time, we're going to continue on with the Icehouse story. So until then, I'll catch you around. Bye for now.